Hey guys, it's Heidi from YA Bibliophile, back with my second In My Mailbox vlog. And this week it's in my mailbox and also a little bit of what I got for Christmas, because that's pretty much what was in my mailbox this week. Things that I bought with gift cards. And since it's the day after Christmas, obviously I went out today right away and bought some stuff, but here's what I have to show you this week. The first book that I bought myself with Christmas money was Entice by Carrie Jones. It's the third book after Need and Captivate. These are kind of pixie stories. I've really enjoyed them. My middle school students have really enjoyed them. A lot of my high schoolers have really liked it. They're just kind of a fun, a little bit different fantasy tale. I like the pixie aspect, and they all have really pretty covers with some of that pixie dust, obviously. I also bought Tempestuous by Lesley Livingston. This is the third after Wondrous Strange and Darklight. I always kind of associate these two series together, not because they're that much alike at all, but because they kind of come out around the same time. So like I read Need and Wondrous Strange, and then Captivate and Darklight, and now I have Tempestuous and Entice. And these ones are urban fairy tales. It starts with the main character. She is in a play, a Shakespeare play, and it turns out the guy who plays Puck is actually Robin Goodfellow, so is actually Puck, and she is part of the fairy court and she didn't know it. Fans of Melissa Marr's fairy stories or Holly Black's might like these ones. Again, just that urban kind of takes place in New York. I'm excited to read this one. I really like to the bookstore to get these books. They had a ton of books on clearance. Books that they had a lot of copies of, but they just hadn't sold as many as they thought, or whatever it might be. So I bought a bunch of books that way. One of my favorites that I bought is High Society. Yes, I already own this, and I absolutely love this book. I bought it so I can give it away just because I enjoyed it so much. Ally Carter. Uncommon Criminals is the one that's going to follow this, and I really, really can't wait for that one. This will be probably part of a giveaway I'm doing in January, so look forward to that. I also found, for only $3.99 each, the hardcover copies of The Warrior Heir, The Wizard Heir, and The Dragon Heir by Chima. I really enjoyed The Warrior Heir. I actually own it in paperback, but if I have a series, I have to have them all in hardcover or all in paperback, so I did rebuy it. But I haven't read The Wizard Heir or The Dragon Heir. I know they're really good. I know my middle schoolers love them. A bunch of the teachers I work with have read them and really enjoyed them. It's kind of a War Among the Roses kind of thing, but with more fantasy, and it takes place in our time period as well as kind of some more fantasy historical elements. So it's a really great series. I really enjoy the author's writing. So Cinda Williams Chima, as I said, I think that's how you say her name. I'm excited to read the other ones. Now I have the whole set all in hardcover, so they look very nice together instead of having some paperback and all different. I can't stand that. The last book that I bought on sale is actually Christopher Pike, Thirst #1. I've never read anything by Christopher Pike. I've never read these. I've heard things about them, so like I said, they were really cheap, so I thought I would give it a try. The final clearance book I got is this one I've been wanting to read forever. It's called The Hotel on the Corner of Bitter and Sweet. It's not really a young adult book, but when I went to a seminar on what's hot in young adult literature, they were talking about this book for high schoolers. It's written for adults, but high schoolers tend to enjoy it. It takes place from World War II, and there's a Chinese-American boy named Henry, who meets this Japanese-American girl, and they kind of overcome racism and they fall in love, but her family is taken away for the internment, Japanese internment camps, and it's just kind of their story. Henry's looking back, trying to find out what happened to her and her family, and it sounds kind of sad to me, but I've heard that it's just amazing, so I'm really looking forward. I'm glad I found this one, and I'm really looking forward to read it. And if you've read it, let me know what you think. I'd be interested. The next couple books I bought are by the same author. This is actually a new release. It was supposed to come out in January. It's called Pride and Prejudice. I read the advanced reader copy out a couple months ago and reviewed it. And I love Pride and Prejudice, so this was totally fun for me. It's a retelling of Pride and Prejudice, obviously. Modern day teens. The girls go to Longbourn Academy, the boys go to Pemberley, and prom is like the big thing at these schools. And there's this girl, Lizzie, who is a scholarship student. She has a roommate named Jane, and Jane's really the only person who's nice to Lizzie. All the other rich people are kind of snotty and not so nice to her. And then she meets Will Darcy, who goes to Pemberley, and obviously there's some miscommunications, and it goes all along the Pride and Prejudice story. It was really fun and lighthearted. She didn't try to do the Pride and Prejudice story exactly like it is. She made it work, and it was great. And like I said, I love the Pride and Prejudice story. I've read probably more than over 30 retellings or continuations, stuff like that. And I really, really had a fun time with this one. This author has also written The Lonely Hearts Club. My students absolutely adore this book. They think it's fabulous. You kind of have that Beatles-esque cover. I'm really excited. This author is going to be about an hour and a half away from me tomorrow, so I'm going to go see her for the Pride and Prejudice release party. She's from Wisconsin. So I'm really excited to meet her, to see her, hopefully ever sign a couple of books for my students. Like I said, you should really read this one. It was supposed to be released in January, so it's out a little bit early for you. If you're a fan of Pride and Prejudice, or if you just like just kind of fun high school, lighthearted romance stories, I would definitely recommend this one. Okay, so the last two things I have for you aren't really books, but they're just probably the two most awesome Christmas presents that I got. One of them, I'm just going to show you the cover, is Harry Potter Clue. The box is a little mangled, but everything's okay. I love the Harry Potter books. I love the Clue game. This one's a little different. I'm not quite sure I understand it yet, but I do have the little thing. The suspects could be Draco Malfoy, Crabbe and Goyle, Lucius Malfoy, Dolores Umbridge, Peter Pettigrew, or Bellatrix Lestrange. The items are the murder weapons. Or actually, it's not a murder, a student is missing. So they could have gone missing with a sleeping draught, vanishing cabinet, port key, impedimenta, petrificus totalis, or mandrake. And then the location could be the Great Hall, the hospital wing, the room of requirement, the potions classroom, trophy room, divination classroom, owlry, library, or the Defense Against the Dark Arts room. It's really kind of fun. There's different like help cards and character clues and all kinds of stuff. So it's a little different than the regular Clue game. I'm excited to actually get a chance to play it, so I'm going to have to find somebody who will play Harry Potter Clue with me. I think my little cousin Cheyenne will. She's actually 19, so she's not my baby cousin, but I think of her that way. And she actually gave me my all-time favorite Christmas gift of this year. It is the Nancy Pearl Librarian action figure. I am a middle school librarian, so I think this is totally fun. She's got real shushing action. She comes with a little reference desk, a little computer, and some great books. This is totally up my alley. It's going on my desk at school. I think it's hilarious. I had seen it before, but never bought it, so I'm very pleased with that. So thank you, Cheyenne. Hopefully you'll play Harry Potter Clue with me. We are going to go see the movie again this week because we haven't seen it together yet, and we see them all together. So that's what was in my mailbox, or kind of more in my stocking this week. I hope that you had a happy holidays, and share what you got in the comments below.